Flow Pro offers free money management advice to help you take control of your finances. And now here's your host, personal finance enthusiast and licensed insurance broker, James Barber.
Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Oregon Cash Flow Pro. My name is James Barber. I'm here to help you maximize your cash flow. How's everybody doing this evening? We're starting a little bit early. We're going to try and do even earlier from now on. For some reason, I've got this not quite sized right. Let me see if I can make this just a little bit bigger there. There we go. Oh boy, now I'm really out there. So, how's everybody doing this evening? This is our Wealth Care Wednesday live stream. Let me know if you can hear me. Sometimes I get started talking and the sound isn't coming out live. So, just give me a quick shout out and let me know if you can hear me. And we'll be able to keep going. This is our financial Q&A session live stream. So if you have any questions, financial-wise, credit cards, mortgages, dynamic banking, infinite banking, life insurance, retirement, social security, real estate, you name it, I will do my best to help provide you with some value and some answers that will help you maximize that cash flow. Currently working on an options course that will be getting out hopefully within the next couple of weeks. It's taken me a little bit longer than expected, but we're going to have some good content in there for helping folks maximize their trading and investing with options. We've got a lot of changes in the life insurance industry, 7702 changes. A lot of interesting stuff that we can be discussing, but this is your time. Going to be on here for the next hour, unless nobody shows up, in which case maybe my sound isn't working. All right, let me check this out. I know we're starting earlier than usual, so I thought we might be able to get more folks on here, but maybe it'll be less with the time change. Okay, put some notes out here. People know that we're on. So we missed last week because I was in Nevada. I was in the Nevada mountains. We had no cell service. So I was unable to check in and do our Wealth Care Wednesday live stream. But I see we've got a couple of people coming on. Just let me know that you can hear me. I'm going to check. Let me check YouTube on here. See if I can hear it. Alright, looks like it says it's live. Sound is working. Alright, well, I guess you guys just got your tongues tied. Hey, Cat Shepherd, how you doing? Thanks. Appreciate you letting me know you can hear me right after I checked on it myself. How are you doing? I know you're on the verge of doing well. Oh, good. You are doing well. Things are wrapping up nicely for you, it sounds like. Any questions? Anything I can do? Any questions I can answer to help you? Just let me know. That's what I'm here for. Let's see here. Membership at Dev Northwest. What is Dev Northwest? I don't recall that off the top of my head, so let me look that up. Nonprofit. What do they do? Let's check out the website. Developing thriving communities. Real estate development, programs and services, helping the people that live in their communities, Northwest communities. I got some financial well-being tools, that's good. Providing financial counseling, that could be good. I think that's great. Affordable housing as well they work with. Helping out with home maintenance, access to funds. Oh, this sounds pretty good. I don't see any reason why not. Why you shouldn't join it. They help with homeownership or finding affordable rentals, disaster recovery, financial well-being under homeownership, personal finance, foreclosure avoidance counseling, disaster recovery navigation, one-on-one student debt counseling, financial foundations at work, partnership class counseling. That sounds good. So your membership would get you unlimited access to 1 year of their financial well-being counseling one-on-one, along with foundation classes and workshop. I think that's a great idea. One of the things that is always highly recommended is to spend some money on making yourself better. And that absolutely sounds like one of those types of things. Any type of financial literacy, financial education is helpful, and I highly recommend people start out there. So that's awesome. I think that's a good idea. Oh, it used to be Nedco. I knew it as Nedco. Okay, they must change their name recently. I didn't know they did all that stuff. So that's cool. Yeah, I think that would be good. Somebody that you can get one-on-one access for the financial would be good. I mean, I know we've talked and helped a bit, but I can't provide that same level of service. That might be good for you. So I think that's great. Andre, good afternoon. Been a while. How's everything going? It's good. Things are going good. How are you doing, my friend? I see you've got the blue badge. We're slowly progressing along in our membership. All of our longtime members have those neat blue badges. The purple ones really stood out, but I like the blue ones too. Hope your trading is going well. Right on, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't look like it costs too much. What is it, 75 bucks? Yeah, you got 75 bucks, gets you that membership. I think that would be well worth it. And the nice thing about when you pay for a membership like that is you tend to want to use it to get your money's worth. It's oftentimes better than somebody offering something for free and then you basically just don't utilize it because it was free. You can come back and get it whenever you want, and it's easy to put it off. But when you spend money on it, you tend to use it. So I like that, and I like definitely am supportive of spending money on making yourself better. So good for you. Thinking about upgrading your Costco from Gold Star to Executive. That one may not necessarily be worth it. Depends on how much shopping you do there. It's an extra, I guess it's an extra $70 for the year. No, maybe almost $100. Might be almost an extra $100. So it gets you a 2% rebate, which means you're going to need to spend about $2,000 on the year to make it worthwhile. And that's just a break even on it. That's not true. That's only $40. So you're going to have to spend $5,000. No, that's not even right. My brain is not functioning right. If it's $100, we'll divide that by 0.2. Yeah, $5,000. So you'd have to spend $5,000 there each year for it to make it worthwhile. Just getting the tires isn't going to do it. It'll come with tires, so you won't need it right away. You won't need that membership right away. But maybe in a couple of years. And even still, being an executive member doesn't give you any better access to tires. You don't get any better prices to tires with the executive membership. You just get that 2% reward. And remember, that 2% reward, you got to spend over $5,000 just to break even on that upgraded cost. So definitely definitely think about that as far as your budget goes. You don't need it. You don't necessarily need it just because of that rebate. It's not necessarily worth it. You got to do a lot of shopping to make it worthwhile. A lot of people do that much shopping, but you know, if you're just buying for yourself, it's going to be hard to get to that year after year to make it worthwhile. Andre, new badge, not day trading anymore, gave up, moved to swing trading. It's less stressful, better use of your time. I like that. And I'm kind of moving to that direction. I'm moving to that direction with most of my portfolio, but I'm still, if I see something jump out of me while I have a chance, I'm not monitoring it all day long, but I'll hop in if I see something and something's moving in. Basically, I might take 1 or 2 trades a day. And I've been finding pretty good luck with that. So like today, I did that. I made a couple of trades today. I was up 1%. I'm pretty happy with that, being up 1% on the day, doing the day trades. I did not end up with a losing day trade, which is not always nice. So, although I did do a little risky in that I carried some stuff overnight, expecting Tesla to gap up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Tesla ended the day with a push to the downside, and I think we're going to see some really good delivery numbers come out, and I'm expecting we're going to pop up. Maybe not tomorrow, but I got a little bit of time. If it comes up tomorrow, if it even comes up a little bit tomorrow, I'll be okay. But we'll see how it goes. I'm betting we'll go up tomorrow. Let's put it that way. If you wind up buying land and build a house on it, you'll upgrade to executive, but okay, you'll stay gold until then. Yeah, I think that's better. I mean, even owning a house, you may not spend more than $5,000 a year at Costco. You might, but like I said, it takes quite a bit. I mean, I've got 5 people here. I don't think we spend $5,000. Maybe a little over $5,000 at Costco each year. So, but we don't eat there regularly. I mean, we don't go buy groceries there every single month. At least not very much. We buy a little bit. We don't buy the bulk of our groceries there. So definitely, as long as you're putting it to use, just have that goal in mind. As long as you're going to spend over $5,000, that's the break-even point. And it's a good company. I mean, I like Costco. So, Andre, how do I see the market? Are we going to see a crash? Are we about to continue this uptrend? Don't watch that much of your portfolio. Working a lot, though. You reduced your Tesla position. I saw you reduce your Tesla position. I hope you didn't do it right before that big jump up, although I suspect you got some out right before that big pop up. I think that's good, though. It sounded like it was too big of a position, and you're better off being a little more diversified. Oh, bit bad timing, but more comfortable with what you have now, less than 10% of your portfolio. Good, good. Yeah, it was a nice little jump up. Definitely would have been nice to have been a partake in that, but take what the market gives us sometimes, right? Because I didn't expect it to jump up when it did. I actually thought it wouldn't jump up until probably Friday or next week. Didn't expect it to happen last week while I was gone, and while I was out of sell range. But luckily, I was in some positions that were able to take advantage of it. In fact, most of my positions were able to take advantage of it, my long-term positions. What I ended up getting into were some nice debit spreads while we were down in the low 600s. And I got my debit spreads out for September, October, November for Tesla, when I knew that we would start to get some other factories online and we would start to see a lot more volume. So the odds of us getting back over 700 were highly likely. So that's what I did. And it's paying off for sure. You sold some before the pop-up at 625 and then more at 680. All right, cool. Cool. Was dead until last week. You have a feeling that will go down after numbers. It's possible. All right, have a good one, Kat. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it. So if you're new here watching, this is our financial Q&A, Wealth Care Wednesday, where I'm here to help answer any financial questions you have. Could be stocks, options, life insurance, infinite banking, dynamic banking, credit cards, mortgages, car loans, lines of credit, credit card rewards, whatever your questions, hit me up. I'm going to do my best to answer them for you. This is the chance you get to ask whatever you want. You still believe 900 plus end of year? I think that might be also. Once we get both factories online, I think that's going to be the turning point. I think we'll pop up near the end of the year as we start rolling out new vehicles from those factories, especially if we get Cybertruck. If the Cybertruck starts rolling off the assembly line in Texas, in any numbers, that's going to be big, 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 big. You're talking about TAM expansion, total addressable market expansion, and they're going to be pumping out Model Ys there. So Texas Gigafactory finishing up is going to be big. We should have full self-driving before then. I don't know how much. A lot of this is already priced in right now, but there's a lot of people. Let's put it this way: it's priced in with some folks, probably the institutions, not necessarily priced in with the retail buyers. I think there's going to be a lot of retail interest once these things start coming out and the media narrative changes around Tesla. Once we start getting some more exposure around that, I think we'll see some more bump up. So that's my expectation. So I'm trying to set up debit spreads for near the end of the year to give me all the time that I need for those factories to get online and start pumping out vehicles. And of course for full self-drive. That's my plan. And then I play a little bit intraday. Doing a bit with AMC still too. AMC's a pretty fun one to play with. Dipping my toes in some other places, but really not doing a whole lot of trading during the day. Just a few trades here and there. I noticed for me that it was a challenge to keep myself from over trading. And I see that happens a lot. A lot of day traders, they overtrade. It always seems like no matter where we're at in a cycle or where we're at throughout the day, there should be some way to make a purchase that I can profit off of it. But there's no reason to do that. There's no reason to stretch your trades and push them and do that when we can just wait for an optimal entry point. And if we do technical analysis and we understand how to read candles and indicators, those things aren't infallible, but they're helpful. It kind of cuts through the noise and gives us an idea of where the odds are much more likely that the price is going to move the direction we want it to go. And then there's different plays that we can make for that as well. We can do plays that the stock price has to move the direction you want it to go. There's plays where we can play and be profitable if it moves either straight sideways or the opposite of the direction you want it to go. And there's plays that you can go into where it has to just move the opposite direction. So each one comes with a different type of risk and a different type of reward. But understanding that and realizing that we don't just have to keep going for the home runs. That was the challenge I faced. Doing the day trading, I constantly talk myself into going for the home runs and taking on more risk than I need. In my long-term portfolio, totally different approach to it. Much safer and much more consistent. Makes a big difference. Michelle, how are you doing? Good afternoon. Thanks for joining the channel here, joining us today. This is our Wealth Care Wednesday live stream. I'm here to help answer any questions, financial questions you might have. So. If you find value in what I'm saying, in the advice I'm providing or things that I'm sharing in my personal stories, be sure and hit that like button, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you get notified when we go live. I do a Wealth Care Wednesday live stream. Next week, we're going to do it a little bit earlier even still. We're going to probably do it at 4 o'clock. I want to try and get on while more people are still hanging out after market close. So we may end up with more questions around market close, more questions around stocks, but definitely trying to grow the audience of this channel so that we can provide some more value to folks. Andre, better to think longer term. Day trading, it's good and easy in 2020 like market, but this year has been a real challenge. Crazy and unpredictable. Couldn't agree more. And I started doing that trading in 2020. Well, I started before that, but I started day trading in 2020 when it was a lot easier. Basically everything was going up. And at that time, my problem was hanging on too long to things. If I had day traded then, like I do right now, it would be a lot easier because everything just kept going up. So easy to get in and get out and lock in the profits. But back then, I wasn't doing as much day trading. It was more buy and hold on riskier stocks that were going up, and then they would pop before I expected it to. Because I would have a thesis in mind, and it would pop up well before I thought it would play out, and so I would hang on to it expecting it to go up even farther, but nope, everybody sold out on the first pop-up. So that was the problem I had. Yeah, you're saying you need to learn to take fast losses, move on, not hold on too long to losers. Yep, as a day trader, that's what you got to learn to do. If it moves the direction you need it to go, awesome. If it doesn't, get out quick. And my challenge is like, I see something and I have expectations it's going to do that. And when it moves against me, I think, oh, well, it's just going to turn back around now. Or it's just going to turn back around now. Or maybe now. And I'll just keep riding it lower and lower rather than just take that loss, reassess, get back in when it finally does what I'm expecting it to do. So definitely a challenge that we're all learning from. And it's a learning experience. You got to learn what works best for you personally too. You got to learn where your weaknesses are. If you lose on a trade, what caused you to lose? You know, what can you do better next time? And that might require taking some notes, which I don't really like to take notes either when I'm doing my trading. You get sentimental with companies you like Tesla. Yep. Well, I don't think there's any problem with that for long positions. The problem comes in when it's short-term trading. Because, like, you got in, you had a big position, you were up in the 800s, stuck in the 800s. 2 years from now, I don't think that matters. But the problem is you're watching the market day to day, and you're seeing it well below that. And it's like, dang it, what can I do? There's better things I can do with my money, rather than just have it sit here and do that. Well, in reality, it may not be yeah, maybe there's something you can do better with your money, but it's too late. You're bag holding at the moment. So maybe there's something better you can do with your time. Generate some more money so you can get into better positions with some new money instead of selling the losers. And that might be a better approach. Yeah, it is your plan. It is if your plan is a quick buck, for sure. Michelle says, need to learn how to trade options. Absolutely. I love options. There's so many different ways to utilize them, and ways to utilize them rather than buying stock or in conjunction with a stock purchase. You can use it as a hedge. You can use it as a replacement for stock, so you can get in at a lower cost and be at less risk. So that's basically what my options course is going to be about. Although I'm still trying to figure out how to narrow it down, because I think I'm making it too comprehensive. I need to kind of focus, and then I can maybe finish it. I need to try and focus it. But the options course I'm going to put together is how to maximize your trading and investing utilizing options. And there's a few specific strategies that can do that very effectively. And anybody who's used to trading or just buying and selling shares could really benefit from understanding how to utilize options in place of it or in conjunction with it. And that's really what I'm trying to target, because I know a lot of the folks on my channel, that's where they're coming from. They don't necessarily know how to do options either, but it's an amazing opportunity to do better trading by using the options. Yeah, I'm going to be breaking down the different types of options, but that's just part of it. There's specific strategies and understanding how to use those strategies that I think is important. And that's really where people will get the most value from the course I'm putting together. So I'm still working on it. It'll be coming out soon. Keep an eye out. In the meantime, I do a live stream to open the market each morning. We're getting back into that, starting that, because I miss you guys. And I just can't stay away. Keep waking up early, and well, I wake up early. This morning was tough, though. I was really tired. I was up late working in the yard, but typically I'm up early, and I want to interact. I want to talk to people about the stock market, and I know a lot of my channel members do too. So I want to be here and provide that for you guys. So we're starting that back up again. I'm going to do that each day in the morning. We'll open up for an hour. Once my option course goes live, I'm going to go from there, and I'll do an hour in the Discord with anybody who buys the options course, so that I can answer questions, and we'll talk specific stocks and options ideas, so that people can get the best use out of what they're learning from the course. So, and if anybody else has any suggestions, let me know, because I'm willing to entertain them, as long as it's going to provide more value to you guys. That's the goal. All right, I think I have a question on my website that I might be able to play here. Let me look this up. Where was it at? There it is. let's see what somebody has to say here.
Mr. Barber, Michael Lucchese, if you get a moment, or like you said, I can handle about 15, 20 minutes. 901
Oh, I don't want to put his phone number on here. Okay, I'll have to call you back, Michael. I put that on my website so people can leave messages for our live streams. But people are calling it and leaving actual voicemail messages, so I got to call back. So I apologize if I haven't called you back and you left a message on there. I was not expecting that. And that was one that was left while I was out of town and out of cell reception. So, all right, I'll have to remember to return that call. All right, anybody else have any questions? Anything I can do? Anything I can do to help you out today? Let me know. Otherwise, I might cut this one early for today because I still have some work out in the yard to finish up. And I still have a few things I need to work on as far as applications go, too. But I don't want to sit here twiddling my thumbs. And I know you guys don't want to just sit here doing nothing. So, going once, going twice. I'm going to play you guys out with some music. I appreciate you joining me this afternoon, those of you who stuck around. We'll be back again next Wednesday. We're going to be on a little bit earlier. I just needed to, I had meetings earlier today, so I couldn't start earlier, but hopefully we'll get some more folks on here and we'll be able to provide some value and answer questions once people figure out the new time. I think the new time might be screwing people up. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week, and some of you will see tomorrow morning. Take care.